Good morning, and welcome back to Before the Noise with TJ. And today's question of the day: what did Jesus say that he would make Peter and Andrew? Now, hint, it's in Mark chapter 1, verses 16 and 17. Comment below. So, today, guys, we're back to normal Before the Noise attitude. I wanted to take a moment and thank everyone for yesterday's episode. We talked about salvation, and what you'll see is every so often I'll have a word put up in the title, and those episodes are going to be a little bit more around teaching and helping me practice towards being able to do short sermons better. The whole purpose of being a disciple for Jesus is to continue to teach people about who he is and to build a better relationship with him. And through words of the Bible is the way that happens. So you'll see the more and more you read about him, the more and more you understand you want to just talk about him. These morning sessions are for me to show you guys how you need to feel vulnerable. The flesh doesn't want to give up power. But at the same time, you have to surrender. And if you don't give him that access, well, you might be storing something evil inside. You might not see it at first. One of the worst things about sin is it creeps in, and little by little it builds up. One thing you'll always want to make sure is you do the small things right. When you do that every day, small things, well, then the big things get easier. What happens is the world distracts us. We distract ourselves, and we start to get away from the small things. And when the time comes, something big hits you, you're not prepared for it. So make sure you do the small things correctly. Gotta have a plan. And if you don't make certain things a good routine, well, eventually you'll have a lot of bad things as routines. Now, from yesterday, we talk about, how Jesus came and he saved us, right? God knew we couldn't do the law. But one thing I do want to point out in Romans chapter 7, verse 7, what shall we say then? Is the law sinful? Certainly not. Nevertheless, I would not have known what sin was had it not been for the law. For I would not have known what coveting really was if the law did not say, you shall not covet. What we have to understand is God works in ways that we'll never be able to comprehend. He's going to teach you things. Sometimes they don't feel right. Sometimes you have to ask questions to understand. Sometimes you're going to have to dig deeper One thing you do have to realize, though, is you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. So every day, go to Him. We talked about it yesterday. Those 10 commandments cannot be done by humans. And if you say to yourself, yeah, well, I do this one really good, that's your first problem. Stop giving yourself credit. It is no longer you. But to finish up today, guys, it is fisher of men. Beloved, I remember actually watching this during The Chosen, and it was just amazing how Jesus can take ordinary people and do amazing things. So maybe right now you think that you can't do much or you're not ready. Go back and read the Gospels. I don't think any of his original apostles were ready for what was about to come. So take today, give it to the Lord, and have an amazing day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.